Hey guys, how are you today? Another episode of Making of a Cell Phone Franchise, Fix It Pros, episode number 10. Today I want to talk to you about, the iPhone, the new latest models of the iPhones have just come out. It's been like a week and a half. And we haven't seen the aftermarket LCDs come out yet. Um, if you wanted to get them repaired, obviously, if you have Apple Care, you can go through Apple. But if you want to do, I don't think they have the aftermarket available, but I have seen like originals. I guess they're pulled from phones. I'm not sure where they get them from. But like an example, the XS Max, the bigger one, the LCD is like $550 our cost. So, I don't think anybody's going to pay 650 to replace it, 600 maybe, but that's what we're seeing so far. So I guess my concern is I'm just waiting for the aftermarket LCDs to come out, and for the price point, because we did see the X when it first came out, along with the 8 Plus. The LCD was very expensive. It was like in 350 range, maybe more. And then they came out with, I guess, but those were probably pulled from phones. Then they came out with a copy, but the X still remained very high. And then the copy 8 Plus came out. It was 350. Then it dropped like two something, and then all of a sudden, boom! It just dropped to like $32 or something like that. And so the LCDs were pretty good. You see a little difference. So we started doing those repairs, but the X never dropped. The X stayed pretty high only up until recently. You can get a copy, and it's not a OLED, it's a LCD, and it's still like 120 something dollars, which is not bad, but it's been like over a year. So now my concern is, for the repair people, is what's the price point going to be? Because I know the XR is actually, the original is an LCD, so it's not an OLED. So you won't see too much difference, from the customer getting an OLED repaired with an LCD. That's what the copy X is. So, it's just a matter of waiting and seeing. I guess one of my major concerns is like all the new Samsung curved LCDs that came out. It really, made the repair side for Samsung just completely like drop. I mean, we used to do glass repair like crazy, S3s, S4s, S5, Note 2s, Note 3s, Note 4s. People would come in, glass would cost $5. If you were skilled enough to repair it, you made a really good profit on it. You could charge the customer $100, $150. You take a couple hours, you do the glass repair, everybody's happy, you go. Now when the edges came out, they have all these freeze machines. They're not that easy to do. You still have to be careful. Even if you get the glass off carefully, people have complained like later they're still like glitching in the LCD because it's so fragile. So we've really seen the LCD, at least I have seen the Samsung repair part just like almost completely diminish. I mean, I've done a few S8s at the 250, 275 range. The ones I purchased were the LCD with the frame. Just came out like a better job. But usually when you give people that kind of price, they kind of will go through an insurance company, which is like 175. So why not just get a brand new phone or a refurbished phone for 175 bucks instead of paying somebody 250 to $300? So we're just waiting, and I guess I wanted to just talk about that, see what you guys think about what are we going to see the XR, the XS, and the XS Max plus LCDs, drop down, aftermarket drop down to to what we're used to right now. 7 Pluses, we're getting them for like 20 some 28, 29 bucks, whatever. I mean, I get a really good, I sell a really good aftermarket LCD. It's very close to original, the brightness, for like $31. It's a quadruple A ESR LCD. So those are really good. You can, go to my website, find my info. I can send you some links to the stuff we sell. But I'm curious is if the aftermarket is gonna create those LCDs, because it would be kind of scary seeing, like, if you would have told me a couple years ago that, oh, you're barely gonna do Samsungs, I would have said you were crazy. No way. I mean, because we were doing, like, iPhones, Samsungs. I mean, probably the same amount, and we were doing, like, all kinds of other phones, like Blackberries and, Nokia phones, and, LGs. We're doing a lot of LGs. And if you would have told me a couple years ago that almost like all the Samsungs would get phased out, I mean, I would say you were crazy. I mean, I barely have any Samsung. I mean, I have glass, but for like the older phones, but once in a blue moon, somebody will call me to do a job. So I'm prepared for those. But like any of the new stuff, I don't even carry any of the LCDs. Like edges, none of the edges. None. I mean, that's like, that'll just sit there, and then I'll lose money. So I really don't stock those. But definitely. So it's kind of scary. I hope they drop the price, because I just think if that happens, I mean, I don't think the repair industry will go away. I think a lot of people will kind of close down, especially if they're not getting, those kind of customers that'll come in and pay that kind of money, the high end money. But I mean, a few years from now, I don't want to say it's tomorrow, because we're still doing fives, not a lot of fives. We're still doing plenty of sixes, 6 plus, all the way up. So, I definitely see, the industry going for at least another 5 years without really too much interruptions. But it's still scary to think, especially when you're creating a franchise, and it's going to take a few years to get it off the ground. And I want to be able to, present it to somebody that will look at it and say, hey, this is a great industry, and it's going to be around for a long time. So I'm pretty optimistic. I'm pretty sure, the aftermarket screens will come out and the prices will be good, and then we'll go from there. Awesome, guys. All right. Hey, if you like this video, like to see more, please subscribe and hit that notification button. All right, guys. Have a great day. Thank you.